M. Night Shyamalan's back again, and oh, he's back to his old ways again. M. Night Shyamalan, director of The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable and Signs, and it's all downhill from there until The Visit, which people seem to love. I'd never seen it, but people seem to like that movie, and then he did Split, which I did see, and I thought was pretty good. I think some people maybe overrated it a little, but I thought it was still a pretty enjoyable movie. Now here he is with Glass, which is a sort of semi-sequel to Unbreakable and Split, where he joins those two worlds together, and yep. So you have Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and James McAvoy all back playing the characters they played in their respective films, as well as some other characters from those movies to sort of fill out the cast. Sarah Paulson is new. She plays the head of well, not the head, but she's the person that works at a mental institution, and she thinks these people are delusional. Bruce Willis's character in Unbreakable had, like, super strength. He was unbreakable. Couldn't be hurt. Unless you drown him. What is it with M. Night Shyamalan and like, water? 2 movies in a row, the weakness of a character centered around water. Can he not swim? From that same movie, Samuel L. Jackson is back playing Mr. Glass. His bones break easy. This is where some of the movie breaks down a bit. I'll get back to that in a sec. James McAvoy is back, and, his superpower is he's the Beast, and he's also super strong, and he can, like, climb walls and shit. And Sarah Paulson's character is trying to convince them that it's all just in their heads, that these aren't real abilities they have. And that's why Samuel L. Jackson's character doesn't quite fit in, because I don't think fragile bones is a, like, super ability. I don't think that's a thing, and I don't think he thinks that's a thing. But during the course of the movie, randomly, apparently he's super smart. That's never explained in Unbreakable, and it's never really explained in this until suddenly, he's super smart and way smarter than everyone else. Okay. The major problem with this movie is that it's just all over the place. The first half hour is a really good short film. Dunn is on the lookout for the Beast, and he has girls tied up, and Dunn is looking to save the girls. That's the first half hour of the movie. It's really cool. It's a condensed little film, and then without spoilers, they end up in a mental institution, and for the next hour and a half, it's Bruce Willis, as he gets older, just looks like he doesn't give a shit about anything he's in anymore. It's like M. Night was like, "Hey Bruce, here's your line, say it," and Bruce was like, and M. Night was like, "We got it, good job," and they shot the next scene. And I watched Unbreakable a couple of days ago before I went to see Glass. I really liked that movie, so I was like, just a refresher, just so I can remember things. I watched it with my fiance, and she liked it, because I figured, if you're gonna go see Glass, you probably should see Unbreakable and Split first. We'd already seen Split, she had not seen Unbreakable, so. And Bruce Willis is really good in that movie. He has a lot of really good scenes, his acting is great, so to see him in this just kind of fucking saying the shit, it's a bummer. But on the other hand, the shit he says isn't great. This whole movie, every scene is exposition. It's really weird. Every scene is just talking about what's happening in the movie. And there's scenes where they just repeat shit you just learned. On the other end of the spectrum is James McAvoy, who, dude, just like, fucking, no matter what he's in, he fucking goes all out. He's great in this movie. He has the best scenes, the best dialogue. There is a scene towards the end, I won't spoil what it is, but it goes on way too long, and it's just painful to watch. he's acting the shit out of it, but it's just like, this needs to be over, and it just keeps going, and it's supposed to be like a serious scene, but it becomes hilarious, and it is genuinely laugh out loud funny when it's not supposed to be, and fuck. Visually, the film looks great. Say what you will about M. Night's writing and sometimes direction. Visually, his films are always pretty good. He always seems to nail the atmosphere, and then the characters ruin it with their dialogue. Samuel L. Jackson is in the middle of the two other characters. It's like he doesn't care, but he's also trying. So A for effort. Sarah Paulson's pretty good in the movie. She's always good in everything. But her character is all exposition, and again, dialogue lets her down. The film's just boring. There's nothing really happening, and when things do happen, you just kind of don't care. Not only that, but if you go into this movie without having seen Unbreakable or Split, I guarantee you will not know what's happening. As evidenced by the people leaving the theater when I went to see it, one man said this exact thing. I will reenact it for you now. That's gotta be the worst movie I've seen Bruce in ever. A superhero with a rain jacket? That's fucking shit. If that man had seen Unbreakable, he would know that that's just part of the character, but obviously he hadn't seen that movie and therefore didn't understand. And that's a problem with the movie. It's just, it explains what's happening in the movie in every scene. It doesn't explain what happened in the other movies. And they're kind of important in this movie. It's not like a Marvel movie, like you watch like Infinity War. Those characters are well known, so even if you haven't seen the other Avengers movies, you can go, oh, that's Spider-Man, that's Iron Man, that's Captain America, I know them. These are characters that existed in 2 movies and nothing outside of those. They aren't pop culture icons, so expecting people to just walk in and get it is kind of arrogant and, well, it's dumb. It's really dumb. This movie isn't terrible. Like, it's not awful. Every now and then there's just like a, that's nice. That's just like a little, every now and then. But in between those is just boredom, and it's, what have you done? Overall, Glass is disappointing. So it gets a meh from me. This is my first meh, because I've generally been reviewing good things. This is the first thing I've reviewed that's meh. Not bad, just meh. Have you seen Glass? Why? I mean, what'd you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you again next time.